I don't know if you guys knew this, but there was an Alone in the Dark reboot.
I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know this.
Yeah.
Because I forgot it came out.
So it was supposed to come out in like October, but then they were absolutely terrified because everything releases in October and they put way too much money into it, so they delayed it until March. And it came out late March. Everyone said it was okay. Then Embracer saw this. They put way too much money, and they said, hey guys, goodbye. You're closed. You had 1 month to make up the costs of a video game. Bye-bye. So that whole studio, if I remember correctly, it's Pierce Interactive. Yep, Pisces Interactive. Pisces Interactive. Pieces. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, I'm reading too fast. Pieces Interactive is now gone. It is gone completely. The parent company, Embracer, shut them down. There was so many things that went wrong with this, including things such as, making an Alone in the Dark reboot when you didn't port any of the games and no one can play any of the originals.
Which I would argue is what many people would like to do. Myself included.
I mean, hold on. If I look up Alone in the Dark, I'm pretty sure the only place to get it is GOG. Alone in the Dark 1. Yeah, okay, it's on Steam.
All right.
It's on
Cool.
Steam. Would like maybe release date 1993, so it's very...
And it's on sale.
Very old, but like you see the point we're trying to get, like maybe a nice new collection,
Hey, Night Dive. Hey, Night Dive.
Night Dive.
You think if we say it enough times, they'll hear about it, and then it'll be like, hey, we'll do what we can.
And it's like, hey, do what it be, bada bing, bada boom, we got this. It's like, thanks, guy. You the real MVPs here. But yeah, no, so they released the game. It was their first AAA game.
Oh, God, that was their first AAA game?
Yeah, because they were a AA to 1A studio.
Dang, I feel bad for them.
And then Embracer went, we need AAA games. And then this happened, and now within 1 month, gone. Gone. 100% gone. So I don't know what the idea was for this Alone in the Dark reboot. Of course, Embracer still sucks.
As we've talked about on this show.
Yeah, it's still...
a couple times.
They're still bad. And it's not going to get any better. You can look at that video where they want to charge $80 to $100 for a video game in whatever corner, on the sidebar, or if you go to our YouTube channel. But yeah, this is... because they're hurting for cash since their, I think it was Saudi Arabian deal backed out. They are hurting for cash. So, yeah. 1 month for their first game under Embracer. 1 month.
Do you think it would have been more successful if they'd kept the original release date?
No way.
I don't even know what came out last year around that same time.
Alan Wake 2 was around that same time.
Oh, okay. No, it would have been, yeah.
And considering...
Same thing would have happened.
Yeah, it debatably maybe even worse. Because it plays... I mean, let's be mean here for 3 seconds. It's a horror third-person shooter. The market is not hurting for those at the moment. Case in point, all the Resident Evil remakes, Callisto Protocol, Alan Wake 2. Not to say they're all the same game. But
it's funny that you mentioned Callisto Protocol in the same breath as the Resident Evil remake.
I mean, yeah.
It exists, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Doesn't
sorry.
mean anyone played it.
I forgot Dead Space 1 remake as well, which also failed to meet financial things. So, I mean, but like the point still, like even if it failed, the point still stands. There's a huge market, not that people are buying, but creatively there's a huge market of people they saw Resident Evil 2 do good. They're rushing to make another third-person action horror hybrid. And maybe, I honestly think they honestly shouldn't have just even made this. They just shouldn't have made it, like, at all. Maybe, or like maybe make a smaller budget, not like a huge AAA game.
Port the original and see if that is successful.
Do a nice remaster trilogy, like the Tomb Raider trilogy that everyone likes. And guess what? Everyone picked it up. Everyone discovered the old Tomb Raider games. Everyone liked that collection. It was heavily praised. And, people are more accepting of Tomb Raider,
We're getting a whole Netflix animated series now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was directly caused by the...
Probably
not. It's just coincidental, but still.
Because Lara Croft's now Lara Croft's the new character that never has a game, but yet she's in everyone else's game.
Very true, very true.
One of the most iconic female video game characters of all time can't get a game, but point still stands. So
it hasn't been that long since that last game, has it?
Last Tomb Raider.
Was Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think?
Yeah, the one that bombed.
Yeah.
2018.
Okay, so...
2018. Note, it was a trilogy that was 2015, 2017, then 2018. No, I'm sorry. It was 2013, 15, 18.
Okay.
So on paper, we should have gotten one in 2021, but no, and there's no plan for a new Lara game, and she's in Dead by Daylight before the new game was announced.
Yay.
Even though she could...
Classic horror game protagonist, Lara Croft.
But she's not Lara, she's Lara Survivor, like in the new reboot trilogy, because she's a survivor in the wilderness.
Is that really what they went with, like marketing-wise?
Why do you think the new Tomb Raider anime, she has the survivor stuff? Yes, that's what they've been doing since the reboot. She's survivor.
No, I know. Is that, like, did they use that language when they announced it?
They've been using that language every time Laura's mentioned.
Oh.
That's why whenever I'm so down on like new Tomb Raider stuff, it's because it's like, it's not crazy architect lady wants to screw over governments by stealing ancient treasures and killing dinosaurs. It's she's on an island.
And she's sad.
She's sad and has to survive the wilderness by using the things around her and the convenient bow she brought with her. And maybe a gun she finds. She has to do puzzles to survive.
I've only played the first one, so I have no idea if the other two are like this at all.
I couldn't even. But that's like the marketing scheme they're going with there.
What were we talking about?
I have no idea. Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, okay.
But the point still stands. The point still stands. The Tomb Raider thing is now it's officially its own bit. They should have just remastered Alone in the Dark, had a big trilogy, be like, hey guys, look at this. Wow, isn't this awesome?
See if there's demand for a new game or remake.
Yeah, you should have tested the waters before you just went all out.
Because, with Resident Evil, that's a franchise that's still active. That like it hasn't stopped being active. They're always making new games, and there's like, here, have a remake of this game. When's the last time we got Alone in the Dark game?
2009. It was also a reboot, and it was also critically and commercially a failure.
Okay, so clearly there's not an audience at this moment. You need to test the waters with something like a remaster.
Yep.
You need to do that before you commit that much money on making a AAA remake.
Remaster, small budget game, literally anything. That's what they did with Tomb Raider with those with the twin stick shooters. That's what they did. They had a smaller game. It's like, are people still interested in Lara?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. People bought the little small game. We got Tomb Raider 2011 or whatever, 13, right? It's actually insane that at this point all the video game companies are just owned by corporate technocrat CEOs. They're like, yeah, if we just dump $30 bajillion into this, people will buy it, right?
Yeah.
And the answer is no. Bye.